Perhaps it'll be warmer there.
What was that?
Nothing, scaredy cat. Let's go.
Who's there?
Are you the sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve?
We're some of them.
Quick, follow me. We're not safe here.
What do you mean?
Many of the false creatures are our friends, but some are on her side if you know what time may come. Let us go.
Wait. Why should we listen to a silly beaver? I just say we head for the castle.
Stop being so smug, Ed. Listen to him.
But how do we know he's a friend?
Here's my token.
My handkerchief!
Mr. Thomas dropped it so that we would know to expect you. Now please, follow me, and let's get you safely to our king.
Your king?
Aslan.
Aslan. Aslan.
The very name makes me feel brave and adventurous.
The name sounds like a delightful strain of music to me.
It warms me up, makes me feel like summer.
It gives me a bad feeling, like a mysterious horror.
Ed, what is wrong with you? You're acting so strangely.
How are you supposed to act in a strange place like this? I just say we head for the castle.
I say we go with Mr. Beaver.
I too.
And I.
That's 3 against 1, Ed. Come on.
Mrs. Beaver, we're here. I found them. The sons of Adam and the daughters of Eve.
Welcome. I have some dinner prepared for you, fresh from the smokehouse outside.
Looks delicious.
I'm very grateful for your hospitality. Aren't we, Ed?
I prefer Turkish delight.
What, dear?
He said it looks perfect. He's delighted.
Well, before we eat, let us each say a word of thanks and hope for the coming events. Good. Now enjoy the meal.
How very honored we are to have the children of the prophecy.
What do you mean, children of the prophecy?
I'm not even sure what prophecy means.
It's something that's predicted, Lou. Something that will probably happen.
Oh, what is the prophecy, Mr. Beaver?
Well, it's told in the form of a wrong. Wrong will be right when Aslan comes in sight. The sound of his roar, sorrows will be no more. Even as his teeth, winter will meet its death. When he shakes his mane, we shall have spring again.
Who is Aslan? A man?
Certainly not. He is king of the wood and son of the great emperor beyond the sea. Aslan is a lion, a great lion. We have heard he may be a lion even as we speak. If it is true, we will take you all to the stone table early in the morning so that you may meet him.
And help fulfill the prophecy.
But how do we fit into all this?
We still don't understand about this prophecy.
But you will. Listen to the rest of the rhyme. When Adam's flesh and Adam's bones, Satan can't pay a bell and throne. The evil time will be over and done.
What does that mean? Adam's flesh and Adam's bone.
It means humans.
You're the first humans ever to have been to Narnia.
But what about the queen and the dwarf? Aren't they humans?
You mean the witch and the dwarf? And they'd like you to think they're human, but they're not. They're evil through and through, not a drop of human blood in them.
This care bell that you mentioned, how many thrones are there?
4. 2 for the sons of Adam.
And 2 for the daughters of Eve.
And when they are filled, it will mean the end of the witch's reign. And her life.
2 and 2.
You are the 4.
Well, it's quite a responsibility.
It is quite a necessity. Can we count on you to help fulfill the prophecy?
Even though the adventure will be filled with danger?
I, for one, am ready.
I too.
And I.
What about you, Ed?
Ed,
Edmund?
Where could he have gone?
perhaps to get some air.
Do you think he became ill? He hasn't looked well since we got here.
Wait a minute. He mentioned the witch and also a dwarf. We knew nothing of a dwarf. Is there such a person?
Yes, he drives the witch's sleigh.
That means Ed has met them.
And mean her food, no doubt. He is surely under her spell.
He's probably well on his way to her castle by now.
Then we must go there to stop him.
No! You mustn't go near the witch.
She would turn you all into stone with her magic wand.
But we have to get Ed back. All 4 of us are required to fulfill the prophecy.
What can we do?
If Aslan is indeed a Narnia, we can ask him what to do.
We must set up for the stone table first thing tomorrow.
I say we set out right now. When Edmund tells the witch where we are, she'll come here and turn us all to stone.
This must be the place, all right.
Oh no,
Is that...
I'm afraid so.
It seems the witch has arrived already. There is no time for escape. Be brave, young friends.
You in there! Make yourselves presentable to an esteemed visitor!
heard that insinuation. I'm no dwarf. I'm an elf.
What's the difference? Either way, the witch is going to come in.
Wait, Peter, there is a difference. An elf, you say?
An elf, I said.
Elves aren't bad at all, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not mistaken. He's mistaken! You must be Lucy.
And you're clever. Very clever because you know my name.
I know.
And you would only know my name, all of our names, if you travel with the one who knows everyone's name.
Name him!
Father Christmas!
Do you mean that Father Christmas is actually here?
After all these years.
In the flesh, or in the fur, as it were.
Ta-da! Father Christmas!
I've come at last. The powers of the witch have kept me away for some time. But lately, I felt stronger, more like myself. That is why I'm making my rounds again.
They say that Aslan is on the moon.
Well, that must be the answer. Well, are you ready for your gifts? First, Mr. Beaver, for you, I prepared your dam and rendered that wig of yours.
Why, I don't know.
A simple thank you will suffice.
Thank you.
And for Mrs. Beaver, in the room next to your smokehouse is a brand new sewing machine.
Oh my!
What he said?
Thank you.
Peter, son of Adam,
Yes, sir.
this is your present. Remember, it's a tool, not a toy. The time to use it is perhaps near at hand. This is the sword. Bear it well. Susan, daughter of Eve, these are your gifts. Use this crossbow only in great need. And if you or any of your friends are ever in trouble, blow this horn, and help of some kind shall arrive.
Thank you, sir.
Lucy, younger daughter of Eve, in this bottle is a cordial made of the juice of the fire flowers. If you or any of your friends are ever hurt, a few drops will restore you. Finally, this dagger is to defend yourself, only in great need.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Well, we must be on our way. We have many more stops tonight. It's so good to be working again. A Merry Christmas to you all, and long live the true king!
Long live the true king!
Oh, and we too must be on our way. We must move cautiously and quietly, which the spies are everywhere. The gifts of Father Christmas may very well be needed before this journey is over. Come, let us go.
Who's there? Who goes there?
If you please, my
Who are
name
you,
is
sir?
Edmund. My name is Edmund.
Edmund?
I bring news of my brothers and sisters to the Queen. She wanted to see them.
Very well, I shall tell her majesty. But meanwhile, stand still if you value your life, or you'll be turned into stone like the others in the courtyard.
You mean those statues were once alive?
Yes, until they cross her majesty. An enemy of the queen ultimately becomes a statue of stone.
Well, I'm sure they were all bad to the Queen, or else she wouldn't have turned them into stone. She certainly was nice to me, nicer than that old Aslan, or whatever his name is. She just will make Peter Duke and Susan and Lucy duchesses, but I'll be the prince, and someday king. I'm gonna love it here, being with a queen who's so kind and good.
Where's the little fool? Why have you come alone? Did I not tell you to bring the others?
I just want you to know that they came in Narnia, and I can bring them another time after they went to see Aslan.
Wow! Never speak that name in my presence again!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Sir, he's right.
only a rumor, Your Majesty.
No. That can't be true. Everything seems to be getting warmer. Even the snow in the fields is beginning to melt. Where are your brother and sisters right now?
They were at the home of the beavers and might be on the way to the stone table to meet to meet him.
We must capture the children before they reach that creature.
Capture? But why?
Oh, silence, you. I shall never allow the prophecy to come true. Never. Dwarf, make ready the sleigh for our journey. We must leave immediately.
Your Majesty, I'm afraid we're going to have to walk. The reindeer cannot travel without snow. They will sink into the mud.
Then we shall go on foot. Fenrizolf, chief of my secret police, you are the fleetest of all my army. Go ahead of us. Overtake the humans before they reach the stone table and kill anything in your path, especially the beavers for harboring the enemy.
I hear and obey my queen.
Dwarf, tie the hands of this human behind his back and drive him ahead of us with your whip.
Your Majesty, with pleasure.
Perfect.
But Your Majesty, I'm hungry.
Oh, come on, let's go. Enough stalling.
But my Turkish delight.
Let's go!
Look, there's a kingfisher.
Oh, what is that lovely smell? Can it actually be spring flowers?
No doubt about it. Spring's in the air.
It must be getting warmer. When we stopped for rest back in that meadow, we took our coats off and didn't put them back on.
So we did. Listen.
Look!
Aslan! All hail Aslan! 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 All hail Aslan! He's here! He's here at last!
Go speak to him.
No, you first.
Sons of Adam before animals.
Very well. Come on, everyone. Let's go. Aslan, we have come.
Welcome, Peter, son of Adam. Welcome, Susan and Lucy, daughters of Eve. Welcome, he beaver and she beaver. But where is the other son of Adam?
He is trying to betray his brothers and sisters and has joined the White Witch. Oh, Aslan.
It was partly my fault, Aslan. We were arguing, and that may have pushed him in the wrong direction.
Please, Aslan, can anything be done to save Edmund?
All shall be done. It may be harder than you think. Meanwhile, let a feast of celebration be prepared in your pavilion. There'll be food and drink in abundance there. Peter and I shall remain here. Son of Adam,
Yes, sir.
look far into the distance, where Narnia meets the sea. There is a castle.
I can see it.
It is Cair Paravel of the Four Thrones. If the prophecy is to be fulfilled, you, your brother, and your sisters shall sit in those thrones.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver explained it to us. But don't all four of us have to sit together?
Yes.
Then what about Edmund? What if the white... What was that?
Your sister's horn.
Father Christmas told her to blow it whenever there was trouble. Something terrible must be happening. Susan, Lucy, are you all right?
Come on, sir.
He's coming this way. He's right behind us.
Can you tell who or what it is?
It looks to be.
I'm afraid it is. Fenrizolf, captain of the witch's secret police.
Aslan, will you protect us from him?
No, but you will.
Me?
Yeah. Stand back! Let the prince win his spurs.
So, the great Aslan has returned. My queen will be interested in the news. But before I go, would the mighty one like to test his strength? Are you so afraid of Fenrizolf that you send a mere mortal to fight in your stead? Very well, I shall make short work of him, just as my queen's army will dispatch your cowardly crew in the wink of an eye.
Well done, my son! least a mortal wound. But let us hope that he reaches the witch before he dies. So that all of you may follow him and rescue the other son of Adam. Do not fear. Your strength will be in your numbers, and your faith to accomplish the task. The children and I will stay here.
I think you went this way.
You've forgotten to clean your sword. Gross. Now hand it to me and kneel, son of Adam. Yeah.
Sorry.
Now rise, Sir Peter Fenris Bing. Your new name will tell the world that you were the destroyer of the evil wolf. Always maintain your courage, and never forget to wipe your sword.
Yes, Aslan.
Now, let us all go to the pavilion to await the others. If all goes well, they will return with your brother. Come.
It will be difficult to reach the stone table before the humans do. Unless they were delayed along the way. Surely friend Resolve will bring us word soon.
Your Majesty, may we just rest a bit?
Oh, no, you young fool. We must continue to move ahead. Let's go. Move, move. What is this?
Your Majesty,
Friend Resolve, who's done this horrible thing to you?
the other son of Adam at the pity of Aslan.
No, do not dare speak his name.
But he's here, at the stone table. Now, let me go into yonder thicket where I may rest forever.
Friend Resolve, my captain, they've slain him!
No, surely the prophecy will be fulfilled.
No. There are 4 thrones in Ser Paravel. If only 3 are occupied, the prophecy can never come true, and he can never rule over Narnia.
Then we must do.
Prepare the victim.
What are you gonna do to me?
The very same thing your wretched brother did to my beloved captain!
No!
What's that?
The forces of Aslan.
We must hide quickly, we are outnumbered!
Let us get the boy back to Aslan.
I've got you.
Very well, my old adversary. Aslan. Aslan, yes, I can speak the name, for it soon will be mine. The deep magic is on my side. Perhaps he has forgotten the deep magic, but I shall remind him. Dwarf, the time is at hand. We must gather our forces as quickly as possible. Bring forth the baubles, the cruels, the hags, the specters, the cruels, the ogres. This is war! And we shall fight with one aim in mind. To forever end the name of Aslan!
Aslan, I'm worried. We should have gone with the others to help rescue Ed.
No! We cannot chance losing more children of Adam and Eve. I have every confidence in those who follow the wolf.
Listen, they're coming back. Is Edmund with them?
I can't tell. Yes, I think he is.
Edmund! What happened?
Ed, are you all right?
The Queen, it was horrible.
It's all right, my son. You're among friends now.
Your Aslan.
Yes. Come with me for a moment.
Whatever it is, it'll be the right and proper thing.
I wish I could hear.
It's only for them to know.
Whatever he is telling him, the boy will never forget it.
Here is your brother. There's no need to talk to him about what is past.
I'm sorry, Lou.
It's all right, Ed.
Susan,
We're glad you're safe.
Peter.
Welcome back, brother.
Look, someone is coming.
See who approaches.
Shall we prepare for battle again?
Hold, my son. We shall see what comes to pass.
Sire, there is a messenger from the enemy who craves an audience with you.
Let him approach. You appear to come in peace, dwarf. What is your message?
The Queen requires safe contact to come and speak with you.
Oh, Queen of Nine, indeed, of all the cheek.
Peace be with her. Tell your mistress that I grant her safe conduct, on the condition that she leaves her wand behind at that great oak. That way she can play no magical trick.
The magic she plans requires no trick.
How can she possibly want here? She's up to no good, I can tell you. Roar, I can feel the chill of her presence already. There she is.
Aslan!
His offense was not against you.
Oh, have you forgotten the deep magic?
Tell me of it.
Tell you what is written on the very table of stone which stands beside us. You know that the magic that the Emperor put into Narnia at the beginning of time is unbreakable. You know that every traitor belongs to me and that every treachery I have a right to kill. So that boy belongs to me. His life is forfeit to me. His blood is my property.
Come and take him, then.
Peace!
You fool! You think you can rob me of my rights by mere force? Your master knows what is written. He knows that unless the law is obeyed, all of Narnia will overturn and perish in fire and water.
It is true. I do not deny it.
Aslan, isn't there something you can do? Can't you work something against the deep magic?
Not against the Emperor's magic, but I will talk to the witch.
The Queen!
Oh, shut up, you toad!
Peace! Peace! Fall back, all of you.
I hope you can save the boy. Why did we ever leave that wardrobe?
I just wish we could go back.
So do I, but I'm not sure we could find the way. At any rate, we need it here, now more than ever.
The suspense is awful.
If anything can possibly be done, Aslan will think of it.
The matter has been resolved. The witch's claim in your brother's blood is forfeit. Edmund is free.
The time has come to gather our forces. One more thing. How do I know that your promise will be kept?
You know that when Aslan makes a promise, it will be kept.
Aslan, what did you mean? What promise did you make to her?
We have had no concern to you. Now, all of you must go. This place is needed for another purpose. Go to the fields of Barunia. There you shall come tonight.
Are you not coming with us?
I am needed in these parts. Peter, the witch has business here. And when she's done, you and the others must be prepared for anything. Perhaps even a battle of life or death.
But you will be there to help us, won't you, Aslan?
I cannot promise anything. Now, all of you must go at once. You'll need a good night's rest, for whatever tomorrow may bring. Go, quickly, now! Children, why did you not go with the others?
We're very worried, Aslan.
We're sure something dreadful's going to happen.
May we stay with you, Aslan?
Please?
Yes. Yes, I'll be happy to have your company for a few moments. But when I tell you to leave, you must.
Oh, we will.
Thank you, thank you.
Aslan! Dear Aslan, what is wrong?
Are you ill, dear Aslan?
No. I am sad and lonely. Come closer to me so that I may not feel so... Now, children, you must leave me alone at this time. If you wish to stay nearby, you may, but you must keep yourselves hidden.
But Aslan...
Under no circumstances may you let yourselves be seen.
Sentinels, this is the place!
What was that?
Farewell, my children. You must hide now.
But we're...
Quickly, now!
The bull is here. Bind him fast! Let him be shaved.
How can they?
The brutes. Yeah, we muzzle him, my queen. Muzzle him.
They know how bad it is. He will not. He will not betray the deep magic.
He's only a great big cat after all.
Is that what we were afraid of?
How many mice have you caught today?
Would you like a saucer of milk?
Sentinels. Place them on the altar. You great fool! Did you think that by sacrificing yourself for the human traitor you'd be saving his life? Not only will I kill you in his place as we agreed, but I will come back and kill the boy as well. In that knowledge, despair, and die! Aslan is mine! Victory is mine! Narnia is mine! Oh, now, sentinels, we must set about finishing what remains of this war. It will not take long to crush the human vermin and the young traitor now that the great fool, the great cat, lies dead.
How horrible. How unfair. Nothing seems to matter now.
I can't bear the look of that horrible muzzle. I'm going to try to take it off.
Good work, Luke. I wonder if we can untie him as well. It's no use. The ropes are much too tight. Look! What is that?
They look like mice.
Oh, get away, you little beast!
Wait, can you see what they're doing?
They're nibbling away at the ropes.
They must be friendly mice. Poor little things. They don't realize he's dead, and it won't do any good untying him.
What was that?
Perhaps the witch and her evil army. They've killed the others and are coming back for us.
It was only a storm.
It didn't last very long, but the lightning must have been very strong. I heard a crack. He's gone!
Oh, they might have at least left the body alone.
Oh, what does this all mean? Has the witch done this too? Is there more magic?
Yes! There is more magic!
Aslan! Are you not dead, Aslan?
Not now.
You're not a ghost?
Do I look like one?
Oh, you're real!
But what does it all mean?
It means that there was an even deeper magic than the witch knew. Long ago, before time began, there was another law written. It states that when a willing victim who has committed no crime,
Like you?
like me, is killed in the place of a traitor,
Like Edmund?
like Edmund, then the stone table will crack, and death itself will start moving backwards.
Like now!
Oh, children, I can feel my strength coming back to me. I think I'm going to roar a very loud roar. You must cover your ears. Now,
looking for the others at this very minute.
Then, we shall gather more soldiers for our own army.
Who else will join us?
Well, those who await us at the witch's castle.
What are they doing there?
Nothing at the moment. They are mere stone statues. But I will breathe the breath of life into them and make them whole again.
Is Mr. Tumnus with them?
Was he an enemy of the witch?
Yes, because of me.
Then I am certain he is there.
Oh, I can't wait to see Mr. Tumnus again.
You shall, Lucy, my dear, you shall. Now, grab hold of my mane, both of you. We will go to the home of the witch and rescue our awaiting allies. Away! Away!
The storm woke me in the night, Peter.
Woke me as well, and I couldn't fall back asleep.
By the way, did you see the girls this morning?
No, nor did I see Aslan. I'm worried about them. Where could they be?
Good morning, Peter. Edmund.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Beaver.
The others are stirring, but no one knows quite what to do next.
We need to find Aslan, to ask him for guidance.
What is that?
If the witch is in our army, it'll be the end for us all.
Without Aslan, we are lost.
But we shall not go down without a fight.
Yes, Edmund is right. Take this dagger. Lucy left it in my care. If this is indeed to be our last day, then let it be marked with valor and honor. Victory!
Lucy! Minister to the wounded.
But what can I do?
Have you forgotten your gift?
Oh, yes, the cordial that Father Christmas gave to me. He said a few drops could restore one to health.
We welcome the new members of our army. Those who have for so long been under the curse of the witch.
I was sure hoping to see Mr. Tumnus here. But alas, he is not. I fear I shall never see him again.
Peter, you are to be commended. You fought well against the witch until we arrived.
Edmund's the real hero. If he hadn't taken the witch's magic wand, she'd have turned us all to stone.
It was the least I could do after the wrong I've done.
Edmund, all have done wrong. But to acknowledge your error and try to do better is the best way to right that wrong.
Aslan, what will happen to the rest of the witch's army?
Well, they'll be far weaker now that their leader is dead. But they will always be about, lurking in forbidden corners. You must always be alert, always be on guard.
Yes,
Yes,
Mr.
Aslan.
And now, the only duty left of our victory is to crown the new rulers of Narnia. I wish I could do it at this very spot, at this very moment. Alas, we shall have to wait until we reach Camp Hereford, for that is where the 4 crowns are.
No, they're not, Lord Aslan.
Lamb, they are here.
Mr. Tumnus!
Lucy! After you freed me at the witch's castle, I suspected the crowns would be needed here, so I ran to Caraparavelle as fast as my hooves would take me.
I suspect you just wanted to avoid a battle with the witch.
What good would a fawn be in a fight? I'm known as Tumnus the Trembler, not Tumnus the Terrible.
Thank you for your thoughtfulness, Thomas, whatever your motive may be. And now let the coronation begin. King Peter.
King Peter.
Queen Susan.
Queen Susan.
King Edmund.
King Edmund.
Queen Lucy.
Queen Lucy.
All
hail the kings and queens of Narnia.
Let us all prepare to care for them, for the rulers will ascend their thrones, and the coronation celebration shall begin!
Aslan, will you be there too?
For a few minutes at least. Now, go with the others. Cape has been dark and empty for far too long. Yes, I will be there shortly. Not for long. I have many, many jobs to do. Starting with one right here. Wood nymphs! Place this lamppost back in its rightful place, here in the wood.
Thanks.
Yes, the children will rule for a long while, but there will come a time when they will have to go back from whence they came. This lamppost shall be their guide.
You played so very nicely at Cape Bell, Mr. Tumnus. You enchanted us all.
Thank you, Mrs. Beaver. Although, I'm afraid I've stayed there much too long.
As did we all.
But it was so hard to leave. The feasting, the dancing, the music, day after day, month after month.
And with such great rulers leading us too.
They've certainly earned their new names.
King Peter the Magnificent.
Queen Susan the Gentle.
King Edmund the Just.
Queen Lucy the Valiant.
You know, that reminds me. No one's seen Lord Aslan for quite some time now.
Oh, he comes and goes. One day you'll see him, another you won't.
And of course, he does have other countries to attend to.
Other duties, just as we all do. Well, goodbye, Mr. Tumnus. I have chores to do.
And I, dams to build.
And I have tunes to play. Goodbye. I think I saw the white stag here, Festus, isn't good, brother?
As did I.
And I.
I've never pursued a nobler quarry. Where did it go?
Into the thicket, I believe.
A very dense thicket, full of briars and underbrush.
But we must not turn back. As kings and queens, we always achieve what we set out to accomplish.
Our brother is right.
Before we pursue the white stag further, I suggest we remove our crowns and leave our weapons so they do not become damaged in the thicket.
Yes, we shall leave them here till we return.
This lamp on the post, it worketh strangely upon me, almost as I've seen it before, in a dream.
I feel the same. It seemeth as though a great adventure lie on this side of the lamppost.
Well, in the name of Aslan, let's take the adventure that shall fall to us. Come on, Lou.
Wait for us, good brother and sister.
Brother, this lamppost, it worketh strangely upon me, just as it did with Lucy and Edmund.
I too feel its peculiar effect.
Where are we?
You're in a thicket, of course.
No, we're not. We're in a wardrobe.
A wardrobe?
A wardrobe. I'd forgotten all about it.
Oh yes, me too.
The room hasn't changed at all, and the clock has hardly moved.
Hurry, you two, and perhaps you'll still be in time for dinner.
Well, I guess it's time to go, Peter.
I suppose it is.
Do you think we'll ever find our way back to Narnia again?
If we're lucky, Susan. If we're very, very lucky.
master through a wardrobe, but there are other paths that lead here. Yes, they will return. For once a king in Narnia, always a king. And once a queen, always a queen. It's important that they return. For good people need good rulers, and good rulers need good people. That perhaps is the deepest magic of them all.